G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. What you building? I'm stoked today to bring you another face-off review, another battle of the Lego sets, and doing battle today we have the A-Wings. So on the left we have the Rebels A-Wing from set 75150, Vader's TIE Advanced versus A-Wing Starfighter from 2016, and on the right we have the latest 2017 A-Wing set 75175 A-Wing Starfighter, 358 pieces, 3 minifigs. So looking at the piece count, because the Rebels A-Wing comes from a set with Vader's TIE Advance, that set has 702 pieces. So I think if you halve that out, that these two sets are a muchness on piece count. So with this face-off review, we're going to have an in-depth look at the 2017 A-Wing. We're going to look at all the minifigures, the little build that comes with it as well. With the Rebel set, because that does come with Vader's TIE Advance, I have reviewed that set before, so we're really only just going to look at the A-Wing. If you do want to see that set though, I have reviewed the Vader's TIE Advance and the A-Wing Starfighter. I'll put a card up there. If you want to check that out, you can get an in-depth look at that set there. First thing I have to point out is neither of these sets have their stickers added. I did use a couple of stickers just on the inside on their displays, on the little console displays. I did use those stickers, but I didn't use any of the external stickers. Here is the sticker sheet from the 2017, the latest one there, and that is a hefty looking sticker sheet, quite a few there, and I didn't want to use those. A lot of people quite often ask me why I don't put the stickers on, and it's just because of all my years of collecting and displaying. I have a lot of issues with the stickers peeling and cracking and really not looking too good. So that's why I don't put stickers on, but I've got to say, even without the stickers, both of these sets look awesome anyway, so who cares about the stickers? So let's get on to checking each of these sets out. Taking a look at the minifigs from the 2017 A-Wing, and as hard as it is for me to do this, let's start with the engineer, and we quite often get these engineers with these A-Wing sets, and I have to say that this one really does look awesome. Has some very nice printing on the torso, has some pockets on the legs, just looks a very good minifig. We get a little bit of printing on the back as well, and really overall just a good minifig to have. And now of course we have General Calrissian, Lando himself. How cool does he look? Very nice printing on the torso. Would like to get a little bit of leg printing, would have been nice with this minifig, but I'm not complaining because it is good to get Lando again. Very nice face print as well, updated face print. The new hairpiece, he does look very cool. Of course, the cape is the soft cape that we get nowadays. And if I lift that up, we can see the rear torso printing. And flipping that down, you can see we do get an alternate face print. And onto our A-Wing Pilots. On the right we have the new 2017 A-Wing Pilot. He's in a new green color as well, but just fantastic printing. Really do love these pilots. They do an outstanding job with them. Kind of pretty much the same as some of the B-Wing pilots we've got. We've got some very nice printing down onto the legs, and it's the helmets. The helmets are one of the best thing for these pilots. I mean, it really is a cool looking helmet. And then on the left we have our Rebel pilot, our female pilot. The printing nowhere near as good printing on this one. There's no leg printing there at all. If we take round to the back, of course we do get rear printing. Again, very nice helmets on both of these minifigs. They really do look good. Awesome printing all around on the helmets. They really do look fantastic. And I really have to say, this fine printing on the helmet It's really outstanding. If we take the Rebel pilot back around, you can see that she actually does come with an alternate face print. And I thought it'd be good just to compare another minifigure. So just thought it'd be fun to show the other Rebel AWing pilot that we get. This is from the Polybag 5004408. Again, no leg printing. Very nice helmet. We get a different helmet with this one. And look at the printing on the back of the helmet there. That is very cool. And he does come with an alternate face print. So before we get on to the A-Wings, let's have a quick look at this engineer's vehicle from the 2017 A-Wing. So pretty neat little build in itself, this one. Get a couple of lights on the front here. We do get a sticker here. It's a little console readout there. You can see he's got his controls there. He's happily cruising along. Of course, we have to get a Lego cup. If we come around here, this is a printed tile on the back here. We do get a ladder here as well. If we fold that down, we get this little unit here, and this whole thing actually comes off. So you can clip that off. So we've got a little oxy here, a little tool here as well. Clip on the side. We have a little display here. Not too sure what that is. It might be sort of doing diagnostic readouts on the A-Wing. A few more little lights on there as well. Pretty cool little build. Of course, we have the box. We don't get anything in there, but you can always chuck some bits and pieces in there. And we get a couple of spare spring-loaded shooters. So nice little build, that one. That just clips onto there. And this piece here, you can actually take that off. It clips off, so you have a standalone, so you can put your ladder up onto your A-Wing to get access there. And all in all, just a neat little extra build. And while we're talking about the 2017 set, let's have a look at this A-Wing first. Very nice design, very sleek. I really do like the improvements that Lego have made through the years on this improved design for the A-Wing. We've got a few new parts used in the blasters down the side here, and that's made that a little bit more streamlined. I think that looks very good. Very nice details along the fins here, the wings, and you can have a little bit of adjustment in those. There's not a whole lot of adjustment. There's a little bit there. Taking a look down the front, just looks very nice, doesn't it? Really like this color scheme. Now if we lift this up just a fraction, you can see under there a couple of spring-loaded shooters are just tucked away nice and neatly. Now I do like when Lego tuck those away like that, so you really don't even know they're there. If we look from the side here, you can hardly even notice them. And the way we fire those is we have a couple of buttons up on top. So let's just give that a shot. We'll press down on those. Boom, boom, there we go, double fire. And once they're taken out, you can hardly even see these little buttons. They do tuck away quite nicely. Now, landing gear, we do get some landing gear, and that's probably one little gripe I have with this set. So let's go right underneath and take a look. You can hear something rattling around, I'll show you that. But here's the landing gear. Always awesome to get landing gear on a craft like this. So you can tuck that away. They just sit back on this plate back here, these rear ones. And you can see something a little bit different is on this front one, you can see this axle piece sticking out, and on this back one here, that's not the case, and that's because I have actually touching the wrong piece there. It's that one there. I've actually added that piece, and I just really didn't like that. Just looked unfinished to me, leaving this axle piece just sticking out like that. And I didn't think it was much of a problem just to put one of these little Technic washer pieces on like that. I just think that looks a little bit better, just finishes it off nicely. You do get one extra one of those in the set when you build it, So you do have one, and if you have a couple in your kit, you can add those on. And that front one just tucks away like that. They come back, so they do tuck away very nicely, and if we come back up like this, you don't even see them. So that looks very good, doesn't it? Again, I just really like the detail, the parts they've used down the side here. I think that looks very nice. If we go to the back here and look from the rear, very nice engine design. This is a design they've used on numerous A-Wings, works very well, looks very cool. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto anyway. And if we come around here, we can see our pilot tucked away in there quite nicely, so we'll lift that up. There's no sticker for the windscreen piece, which we normally do get one, so it was good to see that we didn't get one this time, because I really don't think we need them. And if we have a look inside, you can see the pilot in there. We have a little sticker down in here for the console, and if we take that pilot out, you can just see that they slot in there with no studs required. And we do get a little blaster with this pilot as well. If we just pop this back piece off, it comes off very easily. There is a little storage compartment back here. I can't actually even see the blaster. It's in there somewhere. There it goes. And you can just pop the blaster in there, or the tools, or whatever you want, and that piece just goes back on. Just clips on with one stud each side. Close it back up, and that's about it for the 2017 A-Wing. Okay, so we'll step back now to 2016, the Rebels A-Wing, and as you can see, there's a lot of similarities between the two, but what actually did impress me was that there was quite a few differences in the build itself. So even though the overall look is much the same, there's quite a few different techniques used. And you can see here that these fins are quite different. The engine design at the back here is a lot different. There's not as much detail down the side here as the 2017 model. The blasters here are very different design. If we go around to the front, again, looking from the front, it really is a beast as well, isn't it? Love that dark green. Really like the use of that colour. And back down this side, pretty much the same. Having a look underneath, we do have the landing gear. So this landing gear is designed a little bit differently. And if we tuck that away, you can see how that all works. And that tucks away very nicely as well. So that's a good design. Quite different underneath here, and that was, I guess, the main reason for the difference in the build. And this rubber band system is all to do with how the spring-loaded shooters fire. And again, tucked away very neatly. Don't even notice them at all, really. So we'll come around the back. Actually, we'll do it like this. Let's see if I can get it where we can see the spring-loaded shooters. And this whole piece here slides, this whole center. Have a look at that. That whole center piece slides back on these rubber bands. So let's do it from underneath so you can see. And what that's going to do is fire those spring-loaded shooters. So let's have a go. Oh, blasted. So a lot of fun with that as well. Coming round to the back, now have a look at these fins. You get a lot of movement in these fins. It's because they're attached quite differently to the 2017. You can come up quite flat, and just have a quick look from the front. I think that looks pretty cool, just like that. Something a little bit different, and the engine design you can see is the same design that's carried on from previous years. And all in all, the Rebels A-Wing Starfighter is very cool. We didn't have a look on the inside, did we? So let's have a quick look in there. We have a sticker again for the console. The pilot actually uses studs this time to sit down in there. There's no sort of real storage. That piece doesn't and sort of take that off a little bit. I guess you could tuck the gun back there, but it's a little bit harder to get on and off. And there is the Rebels A-Wing. Well, there you have it for this face-off review. There's one thing left to do, and that's to see which set has come out on top. And honestly, really, you could toss a coin. Both are awesome sets, great minifigs. The Rebel set that comes with Vader's TIE Advance, it's just an awesome set. I really do recommend that set on a whole. But between these two, look, I'm just going to tip my hat to the return of the Jedi A-Wing. I just think it's a little bit more uniform in the colour scheme. I like the white and the dark red. So I just tip my hat slightly towards the 2017 A-Wing. And of course, it's also awesome to get Lando again. But in all honesty, you can't go wrong with either of these sets. I give them both a big thumbs up. Let's hope one day we may get a UCS A-Wing. How awesome would that be? Fingers crossed for that. So I think this wraps up this face-off. Really thank everybody for taking the time to watch. Please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Hit subscribe if you want to see more Star Wars. If you want to see more Lego, Down Under Bricks is the place to find it. Don't forget to check below the description. I've got a few links there you might want to check out. And no matter where you are in the world, I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.